here. Alright, I think he understood what I meant. Okay, anyway, guys, I'll share what I talked to my team, talked to these two players about. So, right, we just made a play. So this was our play, right? This fight is our play. So let's say, let's see how it goes. All right. So, okay, I don't know why I did not get a reset. First of all, I could just ult it out, but happens. So, okay, actually, here is what started. So the whole concept here is, right, we used our advantage, so we pushed one more wave. I read it from here, right? Here, okay, let's wait for information that I got to know what I will do. So now is the information that's very crucial for us. I hope you guys see. So Vi, Renata, Yunara showing. We know the condition of every single player. Yorick is also out, I presume. So what's gonna happen here is I'm gonna stay one more wave. We just saw him base. So what's gonna happen is we push this wave. He TPs, right? This is the crucial. He TPs. Because if he doesn't TP, we have tower. So there's two conditions. One, he just move and loses the whole tower, and we get the first objective. Two, he TPs and he defends the tower and denies the first objective, the Fate of Strength, basically. So right, as you can see, he decided to TP. He even used Flash to Flash, which in my opinion is really bad for him, because my champ doesn't rely on Flash as much as his champ is. I have 3 dashes. Anyways, this is the thing with, this is the most crucial information. So no TP, no TP. So logic speaking, right, this applies to people who has no ignite as well, right? So now I'm saying to my team, any fight you want to take on top side, it's winning for us. It's a favorable fight. I'm not saying it's 100% won, obviously, but a fight happening on top side while Ekko is bot is very good for us, right? That makes sense. Everyone understand, right? We're all on the same page. So that's the first part of the story. So now, every time we push us a wave, we are looking for a fight, we are looking for a TP angle. But keep in mind, okay, there's another choice for them to do. So what usually happens when they have no TP, you play on the TP side. So there's a likelihood that enemy is gonna play for Drake and tier 1 bot. And that itself is very likely. So all you have to keep in mind, while we have TP advantage, we have to make sure we don't die on weak side. So no fighting, okay, no fighting, that's what weak side mean. Make sure you don't fight. Any HP you lose is bad for you. Like, this one is fine. Okay, it's not fine. Avoid this, okay? This is fine because we get a chunk. So now the dive is gonna be harder for them to execute. So how do we deny a dive? We presume that Vi is gonna be around this area, right? So what do I wanna do? So what you wanna do, or what I wanna do, is I want to Q this wave if possible. If I can hit this cannon, it'd be really insane, but the 3 melees are the most crucial one. If it gives me angle to do that, I will do it any day of my life, right? So now they are half HP, ideally hitting this one as well. So what's gonna happen is this wave is gonna die, and now it's gonna come to me, and I have Q back up, and I can Q the whole wave, and now the only thing that's gonna be alive is a cannon. And that cannon is also killable by my ult and W. That's how you prevent dives. If you can cheat the wave, this is what cheating means. You can cheat the wave here. Right, in this case I'm really happy I can just catch the wave safely because I know I'm weak side. And if your team loses on the other side with number advantage, then it's their fault, right? And in this case, Vi decided to play and match the enemy. But that is also good for us. And why is that? Well, obviously Ekko got the push because he had hover from Vi, so he's around here. But the thing is we have TP advantage that we accumulate during the whole sequence. So we're gonna be able to TP and be here first. And now you're gonna see the difference maker, right? Now I'm gonna TP, even though my Lulu just died. But the thing is, well, 3v3 are still way stronger, right? Because we are just higher level and better items. So we're fighting a favorable fight. And in this case, Ekko realized, well, I'm not gonna be in lane. I'm not gonna make in time anyways. So this fight itself is 5v4, in technically general speaking. And Ekko decided to crossfire tier 1, which is reasonable. If he thinks he can't make it into the fight, he doesn't copy your mid and moves. I just want to check 1 second quickly because I should be getting. And okay, so that's what happened. I did not have mark on Renata for the past 3 seconds, so I don't get reset. Because what's gonna happen if I had ult, I could ult here and get out. But it still ended up being fine for us because the fight is in favor of us because we are stronger and we have number. And we got more now, right, because of that. And now the second sequence, the one that I ask the people about, is how should I open the map now? Because now we just finished a play, right? Now a macro play just finished. So how am I supposed to play this? Well, since I'm not sure, that's what I'm asking. So there's two plays to open here. So we can open mid and see what my team does, right? That's the easiest way. Because we know that Ekko is not gonna be bot. He has to base because he just did a play on his own by getting tier 1. So we ping that he's coming to top because that's likely. He's never gonna come bot, right? Because there's no objective on bot for him to do. He's not a jungler who can go Drake. Obviously can do camps, but the likelihood of him going top is 90%, I would say. So in this case we ping our team to go to back. And now I do believe, in my opinion, I should not be opening mid. And why is that? The biggest takeaway is that my jungler and top is not on the map. If they were on the map ready to play, I think opening mid has makes a lot of sense to me. Right, now they want to play, but now I'm already at bot. Right, so this play itself, I think, rather than doing this, I had time to move. So this, I think, if my team want to play this, we go this. Obviously, I do think the play itself. Now, if I decide to go bot here, for example, now I committed to this play. I should just full commit and do not go for the fight because I will not make it in time. I'm even on a ward. So, to sum it up, I don't think any play is really bad. I think if I want, I could have moved after the bot wave, but going bot is the correct choice. That's first thing. Second thing is we can move after the wave on bot. And third thing is if I do commit to go like this, then I should full commit to the tower, because in this case fights, right, it might end up bad, I might end up good, but what we know is we're gonna get a lot on bot. That's what we know. And the only reason I moved is because I'm not really the main carry in this game, but I can be a carry if I do manage to get tier 1 and tier 2. And I also have 3 grubs, so if I do manage to get these 2 towers, I'm probably Thanos as well. Next point. Because I'm gonna explain my laning phase thought process as well, because this is something really nice to do against Ekko. So first thing, I'm trying to drag the waves, so it's in a way he can't Q all of them. And the wave is closer to us. That's the first thing we're trying to do. So now he does this. So already I think we did a mistake. Or did we do a mistake is the question, because I think actually there's something we can do. I think this is really bad for him to do this, to be honest. I think what we can do is this is really bad. So I'm gonna explain why I think it's really bad actually. I am screen sharing, right? Okay, well, I am. So what's gonna happen, right? He's gonna have Q again and he's gonna throw it. That's pretty much what he's telling us. So what we can do here is we can actually just step here, let him Q us. Sorry, burping from the food. So we stay here, let him Q us, let it hit once on us, right? We take 50 damage and we move away. So what's gonna happen to the Q? Imagine it hits a target, and now instead of it going all the way to here and back, it's now gonna be like this and back. That's how Ekko Q works. So this is where, if you know how Ekko works, this could be a big advantage for you to take advantage of. So now, for example, we stand here, we take the Q doesn't go to over here, you probably just end up here and come back, and now what's happening to the wave? The wave is gonna be last hitting all those low HP minions. But in this case, we did not punish him. So 138. I can stand in front of the minions to block his Q path to last hit the backline. So now we're here, example. He hits Q, he goes backward a little bit, not coming back, doesn't get this. So that's the thing I realized after. But the thing afterwards, he can always jump on us. But now don't worry, this is not good still, I think. Because now what's gonna happen is the wave is gonna end up here. Because he cannot sun zone us off. So now we'll make 1 minion die, because we don't need any minion. And now we just play like this. So I wanted to initially just realize, I realized it too late. This is not, I realized now, you can see when I started to realize, oh, wait, I should probably be here and block the passing, right? So this is the thing I realized. But this is completely fine. Now I just want to see my Q. I don't think the Q was good because I kind of messed up the wave here. Maybe there's a way for me to Q without messing up the whole wave. But he used Q right now and E, so I do think this is totally fine. Because he cannot pressure us, right? So maybe after all it's not the worst, just because he used EQ, but if he does have EQ and we just WQ like that, he's gonna be able to pressure us and we can't hold the wave, which gonna happen is we're gonna lose 2-3 minions because the HP that we did to them is bad. And now again, here I realize, again as well, I want to block. But now I realize as well, wait, I cannot block. If I get hit by his Q, he's just gonna E on us and get level 3. Which is something we probably don't want to eat. But now again, we have the HP advantage because of him focusing solely on minions. So now he lost the minion XP, that's why he eat. I see, that makes completely sense. Okay. Now he TP'd, right? So now we have a TP advantage. How do we use TP advantage? Let's see. It's better to show than explain. Right now we're still in good condition of HP and mana, but we are planning on base soon. So now he just did a big trade on us. Not big enough to make threat on us yet. We use a potion. All we have to realize now is our condition is not the best to stay. So there's a stacked wave that we just did. Because we slow pushed the last one. We want to push this one and now we want to base and have a good base. And we're going to end up with a better item because, right, he based earlier than us, so he had less gold to spend. So we're going to base here without dying. That's the important part. We have, now if you do click tab, right, now mathematically we have a kill advantage. So we have 1 kill more than him. That's the advantage that we have. So we have 5 AP more and 300 more mana. So based on that, it's pretty good, you know. So far, we got an advantage to it. Also keep in mind when you buy early Dark Skill, right? They delay their Lost Chapter. In this case, he probably won't go Lost Chapter. We found a really nice E. He just used his E and Q. And we just happen to, well, if you miss it happens, right? Now, right, we have information that Vi is top. So what do we do with that information? We pressure on him. If it's 1v1 like this, you full pressure on him. Make sure his life suffers. Don't let him base unless he goes all the way back. But keep in mind, our goal is to not kill him, okay? Killing someone is always a consequence of enemy mistake. So if he does no mistake, we can't kill him, right? But now he has to base. Don't panic, because we plan on next base already. We have 1 wave of extra gold to buy items. First thing, and second thing, we know he's gonna lose minions because we one-shot it. So we're gonna have some XP element. So overall, this laning phase, we got 11 CS advantage. We got a small XP advantage and a big item advantage, right? Look at this component, right? This is it's not even 800 gold, it's 750 gold in total. And us, we have a 1.2k gold. Plus, this Lost Chapter spike gives more value because it's a spike, it's item spike. That's why when he hit the 1 item spike, it's big. This one is also an item spike. Usually the spike comes from 1 item, the first item, but sometimes Lost Chapter itself is a spike. I think it was better played by us. This matchup should not be that one-sided. I mean, we should have few CS advantage, but the biggest mistake he did was just the level. In my opinion, this Q level 1 is really reliant on enemy doing mistake. But it's hard to say, right? If I'm in Ekko's POV, I have to think too much more, so I don't want to say much. And also, I'm not the best Ekko expert, so I'm not gonna say much on this. I'm just gonna show you how you snowball your lead. I think that's what I'm gonna show. But it's not that he got nothing, okay? So what happens now is he's gonna have a wave advantage, a tempo advantage, one wave advantage, because we're base later than him. So this is the only timer he has a move, but we have item advantage. That's the thing we have. But right now, my bot lane should back off. We should ping them off. This is not needed. At the moment we spot the Drake is not started, we are backing off, because if we do nothing, we are winning. The moment we spot the Drake, ping my bot lane off, knowing that Ekko has a move.